You're listening to the Minutes on Growth podcast, the show that brings you mindfully curated insights into relationships, spirituality, personal development, and everything in between, with your host, Tannaz Hosseinpour. Hi, soul friends, it's Tannaz Hosseinpour, and welcome back to another short solo episode of Minutes on Growth. Last episode, we started our manifestation podcast series by introducing the inner critic, the role it plays in our life, and how important it is for us to declutter what no longer serves us, especially our limiting thoughts, opinions, perceptions, and beliefs. This week, I want to briefly talk about the do's and don'ts of manifesting. So let's start with the Destination Addict. This sounds like, when I get over there, I will feel this way. When I get X, I'll be happy. When I find my perfect partner, I'll do X, Y, or Z. This type of thinking robs us of a few things. Firstly, we're always in the future and rarely ever in the present moment. We're not able to appreciate the now in anticipation of what could possibly happen tomorrow. When we're consciously manifesting, it's important that we embody the feeling that we'll get once we manifest that certain experience in the now. Meaning, if I make the statement that I'll wake up at 8 a.m. feeling joyous once I get my dream job, to be able to embody that morning joy now that I'm unemployed or now that I'm working at a firm that I don't particularly enjoy. Because like attracts like. Embodying those future feelings in the present moment will expedite our manifesting process. The second point to consider is our mind's relationship with the concept of negatives. Our mind cannot comprehend negative statements, meaning if I say, don't think of a big elephant, don't think of a big elephant, don't think of a big elephant, guess what you're going to think about? A big elephant. Your mind did not process the don't part. So it's important to keep this in mind when we're creating affirmations or entertaining thoughts. I don't want to have debt is going to place our mind's focus on debt. Whereas my bank statement is always in the positive, focuses on the presence of money. Which brings us to our next point, which is you cannot attract something if you're focusing on the lack of it. You cannot create abundance if you're focusing on the lack of it. You cannot create abundance if you're focusing on debt. The moment we say we want love, we're hinting that we're lacking love. Ever heard someone say, when I'm single, no one is interested in me, and the moment I'm in a relationship, suddenly everyone wants me? It's because the moment you're in a relationship, you're no longer feeling that lack. Energetically, something has shifted in you. And again, like attracts like. That's why embodiment plays such a major role in the manifestation process. Once we start to embody that which we want to manifest, we attract it with much more ease. Now, speaking of thoughts, it's important to note the 17 seconds rule. So research shows that if we focus on a thought for 17 seconds, it gains momentum. Knowing this, we can set a conscious intention to intercept limiting thoughts sooner rather than later. The next point to remember is the importance of flexibility. Be flexible. Do not get attached to a specific outcome or want things to happen on a particular timeline. Remember, the journey matters, sometimes even more than the destination. When we're consciously manifesting, the when and the how is not up to us. We're only in charge of showing up to the best of our ability, embodying that which we want to manifest. More importantly, we tend to see life through a limited 3D perception, whereas the universe has a much more expansive 5D vision for us. So controlling outcomes to get just what you want isn't the goal. The goal is to receive that which is for the highest good of all. That's the plan, and that's always the universe's plan as well. So be flexible and enjoy the journey. Lastly, look for fun. Joy has a high vibrational frequency, and we're meant to have fun in life. Remember how much you loved to play as a kid? Rekindle that flame as an adult. Every moment of your life can be filled with experiences that elevate your soul if you allow it. When you go to the grocery store, smile more often, especially to strangers. Crack more jokes with your friends. Plan more outings. Watch more comedies. Allow joy to be a part of the journey. The journey is meant to expand your soul. We're not meant to be manifesting with stress and anxiety. We're meant to be manifesting with joy and excitement. Those are the feelings that we want to tap into. Those are the feelings that we want to embody. Oh, and don't forget to see the signs. One of the best ways to know whether what you're manifesting is on its way to you or not is when you see someone else manifest it first. In those moments, you have a choice to either get jealous or mad that it hasn't happened for you yet, or to see it as a sign from the universe that it's on its way for you. When you see someone manifest that which you desire, bless the person for the sign. Bless their blessings. And if you see someone manifest something and it triggers a feeling of jealousy within you, bless them again. This time for the simulation that it is evoking in you. Because within that, it holds within it this awareness of that desire and how strong that desire is for you. We are rarely ever jealous of what we don't want. So once we have clarity over that which we do want, envision it, imagining it happening for you. Feel the feelings associated to it and pretend that it has already happened, because guess what? In the metaphysical world, it already has. And that is why we always end prayer with, and so it is. So these soul friends are some of the do's and don'ts to consider when consciously manifesting. Next week, we will dive into the 5 clear steps to conscious manifesting, and I can't wait to share them with you because they have been a huge game changer in my own life. Practicing them and studying them and learning them and teaching them has really enabled me to live from a place of more love and more compassion and more joy. So I'm really honored to be able to share that with you. And before I go, I just wanted to let you know that I will be hosting a manifestation retreat this summer in Mykonos from August 5th to the 9th in the most beautiful private villa overlooking the sea, where I'm going to be diving deep into all of this and more, into the decluttering process, into the do's and don'ts of manifesting, into the steps of manifesting, and really helping everyone who attends to really become aware of what it is that they would like to let go of, what it is that they would like to start experiencing and calling into their life. And really, if you can imagine it, you can manifest it, especially if it's for the highest good of all. There's more information on my website, www.minutesongrowth.com, or you can reach out to me directly on social media at Minutes on Growth. Remember, you have a choice when it comes to your experience of reality. Everything is a choice. So let us make more elevated, more conscious choices that really, really, really light up our soul. Thank you for listening. Sending you lots of love. Speak soon. Thank you for joining us this week on Minutes on Growth. If you enjoyed today's episode, then make sure you never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now.